try not to vape during the recording of it. Like I had to go through the whole recording last week and just clear out those parts just to just to hear the inhaling of it.
Sorry. Well, you had told me to stop muting. Then I did.
Well, yeah. Don't mute Zencaster. I don't want you to.
Well, I was muting and unmuting.
No,
and then
it was still picking all of it up. So I don't think it was muting.
Because I was muting in here, but not there because you told me not to do that because you said you lost my audio that one time.
Yeah.
Though on my end it said, okay, sorry.
79 of the CFG.
It's an anxiety thing.
Yeah, yeah, sorry.
And it also keeps me from having seizures while we're live because it's keeping my brain active. Is it okay if I mute and do it, or
if you just remember to if you can, as long as you remember to unmute is really why I mean to do it. But we definitely have to do it because the inhaling is really loud. It comes in
that would be difficult to having to edit on the editing the back end side of it.
Okay, sorry. I feel like I always get in trouble.
I was getting in trouble. The CFG GameCast.
Did you tag me in Facebook?
No, I'm still going right now.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I don't quite see it yet.
This is Lex, and it gives me a completely different person.
You gotta use my full name.
Oh no, this is Lex. I'm on Twitter. I'm still doing Twitter.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, because I think someone had my name on Twitter, and I couldn't do what I wanted, if I remember correctly. Yeah. This _ Lex. Bad. I'm paranoid that the cat's gonna wake up and maybe not. Maybe she's just gonna lay there. She don't feel good. Poor little thing.
She's wearing a cone?
No. But because she is a very furry cat and she's female, you can hear her tongue bare skin. So it's very oh, Velcro, she's awake and she's licking. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. How are you, Nooner? What's going on, buddy? You tag
what up, buddy?
Smitty Tails in the Twitter post.
Why does Smitty? Why every time? Why is Smitty Tails always coming in, man?
Get in here, Smitty Tails. You're late. How dare you?
What?
Even Opie is
bitch.
I don't understand how every time when I tag when Smitty Tails option goes first, because technically your name should be first, because it's just under the name Smitty2447. Since you have numbers under your name, it should be it should be there. But every time I see Smitty, I'm like, okay, there he is. Enter. But no, it's always Smitty Tails. I was like, oh god. I really feel like he did this. He made this name on purpose, so just to torment me. I'm pretty sure.
I was like, Smitty had it. Cause he was what was it before it was Smitty Tales? It was something.
I can't remember.
Smitty something. It was something Smitty. I actually met him through. Oh my gosh.
No, you're right. It was
Sendari.
I can't remember because I know. What happened to Spec Sendari?
I don't know. I think they just got burnt out on Fortnite and this and that because they were doing heavily on Fortnite. But I mean, I know they were both teachers and stuff like that too. You know, and they got kids, so they just, you know, chilled out. Yeah, life.
That stinks.
Yeah, it happens though. It's not. It's hard. You know what I mean? Time commitment wise, to be able to put in that time. You know, and be a real person.
Yeah.
That's also true.
I literally yesterday, my god kid, because she fell asleep Thursday before we played Among Us.
Mm-hmm.
And she was real upset. And as I'm getting in the shower, like water's running, clothes have been taken off, she texts me, she goes, "We play now?" Like, so I turn the water off, I throw the robe on, I'm like, yeah, play now. Like, I can only play for 30 minutes.
Well, I'm trying to tag you, and I cannot tag you on Facebook for some reason.
You can't tag me?
Yeah, because it's not pulling your name up. Like, your name is so generic that it's like it's pulling everyone else's like other Ryan Smiths out, but I can't give an option to change it.
That's
I might have it designed like that.
Oh yeah, I have it where sometimes people can't tag me.
Yeah, I got in trouble one time getting tagged in some bullshit.
Oh.
Not in trouble.
I know what you mean, yeah.
Well, he can go over and tag himself, right?
And it wasn't
Yeah,
Scorp Kitty. It wasn't Scorp Kitty.
Oh, someone else?
It was somebody else.
Okay.
My ex.
Look at that.
Ex. Yeah.
Man, there's a lot of things I'm learning about you today, Smitty.
Smitty who? Smitty what?
No, it's like
you could try to tag one of my pages. Who is this person?
Yo, mom. I don't know.
I mean, I guess just go on the CFG. Just go on the CFG.
I reposted.
I shared it.
Repost it.
Yeah. There you go. That should work, right?
Yeah, that should work. Okay, now I just saved it.
I see you trying to be friends with me. I don't know you, motherfucker.
I know. That's how I feel too. No one can. Guys, please do not get offended when you go to add me on Facebook and I'm like, nope.
Yeah.
I don't.
There's some
know.
people I have, but yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, I don't have a Facebook gaming page, and you know that's.
I do.
How do you have a Facebook? Like, is that different than the like? Is there a different page for Facebook gaming?
Yeah, because I can't change. I tried to change my name. You want to see a picture of your driver's license, and I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
So when you get a chance, show that to me, please, because I think I need to do that for this. Yeah, because like
yes.
It just doesn't make like every time I go on Facebook gaming, I've been trying to set it up, but it's like like I don't know how it works. It's very confusing.
Well, there is now a gaming tab specific on your thing.
Yeah, but like if I want to make a page specifically for Con Freaks and Geeks for it, like it's like because like I trying to like because like when you look it up, it goes to my Facebook the group page, which I don't want it to do.
Final fluid. Is it gonna rain again or snow?
Possibly, yeah. I think we still have more precipitation on the way.
Because I am leaking so much spinal fluid, it feels so good. Let me tell you what.
My name is generic, Kith, but I'm anything but, brother.
Oh, yeah. Opie will tell you. I always feel bad when you come over, or we go over to your place. Opie's like, bathe the Smitty, bathe the Smitty, bathe the Smitty, bathe the Smitty. She like loves the way that you smell. I don't know what it is, but she's just like, I would eat him if I could. Yeah.
Oh no.
Why
Okay,
don't
there
I
you go.
see the Twitter? Oh, there it is.
Because I redid it. Unfortunately, you have to delete the whole tweet. Then,
Yeah, I
do it
know.
again.
Basmati tails, get out.
Because Twitch does, or Twitter does not believe in editing the edit button.
I wish.
Yeah, I know.
Why can't they give us
Twitch
like a
does-
5-minute window? Just a
Twitter does not
5
believe in
minute
editing
window.
the edit of some sort.
I wish.
Yeah,
Why
have it.
can't they give us like
Twitch
you're an
does-
adult,
or-
figure it out? And you're just
Twitter
like,
does not
please,
believe
sir,
in editing
please.
the edit of some
I
sort.
wish.
Yeah,
Why
have it.
can't they give us like you're an adult, figure it out?
Oh, no.
Please, sir, please. I wish.
Wow. I would say, let me see how it sounds like you're this craziness right now.
Please, sir, please. I wish.
Wow. I would say, let me see how it sounds like you're not you.
Please, sir, please.
No.
I wish.
I would say, let me see how it sounds like you're not you.
Please, sir, please.
No.
I wish.
I would say, let me see how it sounds like you're not you.
I know you're in the same boat as I am.
No.
I've been, well, maybe you're not. I've been born I don't want to discuss it too much. I know you're, but I've discovered a drink because I get nauseous a lot. I not too much. How I've gained weight is beyond me. But I found this stuff called Zevia, and it's made from a stevia plant. And I don't like alternative sugars. I think they're nasty. I don't like diet stuff, but technically this isn't diet, it's just sugar alternative, but it's 0 calories and it's ginger root beer, which helps calm my tummy. And the reason I think I drink so much Red Bull is because the carbonation helps my nausea.
Yeah.
This stuff is so carbonated, I burp like a psycho. It is hysterical. Like I'll burp and you can hear and see the bubbles coming up my throat. It's
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Well,
I said my
burp and you so weird.
I said my friend like a Snapchat. I'm trying to talk to her and it happened. She goes, I saw the ew.
That is.
Yep.
That is.
Like
Yeah.
Yo.
Gosh damn.
Ew.
That is. Yeah.
Yo.
Oh, did we discuss what order we're going?
No,
Nah.
but I guess yeah, sorry. I was gonna go first. Go first, you go second, and Lex goes last. No.
Opie, you're going last this week. Okay.
Oh, would you look at that? That's exactly the order I had in because I already knew.
You're going last this week. Okay.
Oh, would you look at that? That's logically it makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Is it weird that like I'm excited that I actually bought myself like new clothes? I always got hand-me-downs as a kid and I love hand-me-downs.
No, if you like
Don't
shopping.
get me wrong. I hate shopping. Like I would rather like look at someone and be like, we're the same size. Do you have clothes you're getting rid of? Can I have them, please?
Well,
You know, I do it to Smitty.
Because you like buying clothes just now.
Well, no, I bought myself clothes for the first time in 6 years.
That's
Maybe more.
I used to force myself to buy an article of clothing every paycheck.
See,
like
and
that as
that's
well. Yeah.
I told myself last year once
need
a
to do
month I
that
would
too.
buy a new
That'd be-
shirt or
that's a
I'd
good
buy
idea.
some, you know, and even though I've gained weight, like technically my size isn't really changed, you know, like I can still wear my old clothes. It's not like I'm busting out of them.
Brandy says hi, Lex. I don't know who Brandy is.
That's my best friend.
know
Hi,
Brandy.
boo
I don't know
boo.
her.
What's up, Brandy? No, that's the mother of my godchildren. That's my baby
Oh,
mama.
hey, girl.
That's just my baby mama. That's just my baby mama. Hi, you. I was just texting you. Juicy bean.
Let me get some water real quick, and then if I guess let me know when you're ready, Smitty, and then I can switch over.
Yeah, I'm ready whenever you are,
Yeah.
mine.
Let me get some water.
We're waiting
real quick,
on
and
you
we'll
now.
go.
Hurry up.
Get some water, mine.
When you're ready, Smitty.
Do your thing, mine.
You want to borrow mine? I got a big old cup. You can have it. It's
I do
cute.
as well.
Do you want
If
it?
you
You want a
need
cup?
some.
Yep. Got your water? No? Okay, he said no.
Yeah, we get to see the TOS side of Davis.
I know.
You
Wait,
guys
what?
miss all the good stuff.
Oh, did I miss it? Was he not wearing wearing
No,
pantaloonies?
No, he is. He's wearing shorts. It's just
Boot crib?
Sometimes it gets a little overexposed.
I'm excited for when he comes back.
I love you, Davis, on the playback.
I'm excited. I mean, I'll be honest. He's gone and like laid on the couch before while waiting for you, and I've seen some stuff. And
yeah.
Here's the deal. I grew up backstage. I was a backstage kid. Hey girl, hey. I was a very much a backstage kid, so I've seen many of people of all varieties in the buff per se.
No,
you know?
I'm totally one of those people. That's one of the things about going commando at home. Like, look, you might get a face full of ass crack at times. It's just what it is.
What's funny is Adam wears great like these our hockey team's logo, but they're like house pants, but I guess they're pajama pants, but like they're house pants too, like they're nice enough to just walk around the house. You could answer the door and like no one would be like, he's still in his PJs. But sometimes he walks in the room and his waist level is my shoulder level. And everyone's like, why Adam coming up in here with gray sweatpants with no underwear on? And I'm like, he is wearing underwear. Mind your business.
They said they got to see it. They got to see it. I feel like I know him now.
It's okay.
Hilarious.
His response was, wait till you see Smitty stand up with his gray sweatpants.
What? Don't judge.
Okay.
Good. You guys ready?
I am ready.
I'm ready.
Let's
Brandy's laughing. She knows what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'm dying.
It's not playing the music. It's not playing the music. That's my intro.
Woo!
We played it the first time and that was it.
Hey, what's up, Nightmare?
What's going on? There's no sounds.
Hey, what's up? Oh, I'm waiting for if it's doing the you are the real MVP stuff as it usually goes.
I disabled it. I figured that out, by the way. Streamlabs. If you guys have been using Streamlabs, they had their version 2 for their alerts and beta. They sunset it and went back to the original version, and that's what's causing the issues. Not all the information and stuff migrated over. That's why, because I've been having issues all throughout the week, and then I couldn't even get the audio was playing for them, but the video wasn't playing for them. Like, basically Dust is saying he did a little research and that either you just basically have to rebuild them or hop into their Discord and be like, hey, can I get some help on this? Which is going to be my first option. We'll see if they do anything, because it's
a
that's
load
annoying.
of BS. Yeah.
Yeah, that's annoying.
So what you're saying basically is like for the first time, it's not your fault, is what you're saying.
For the first time, it is not my fault.
His iPad is not pressing a button.
Yeah, I told you. I was like, I don't even know why this thing is on here. Apparently, I had my alert source in this, even though I meant to have deleted that, because our alerts don't push from Streamlabs on this.
No, they don't.
Show, so.
No, they push on Stream Elements.
That's what was even more surprising to me. I was just like, why is this triggering this?
Because I heard the echo, and
but do you know what it is though? Because technically, so Stream Elements is using OBS. It uses OBS. So in a way, the integration that's where it merges in. So let's think of it like OBS with the addition of Stream Element attributes in it. So I can kind of understand why, because it's not since it still technically uses OBS as the platform to push all of that stuff out.
Those were my alerts, and what happened was that somebody had gone and followed my channel. I had my alert browser in this scene, and that's why it pushed out to it.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
So, yeah, I was just like, gosh. We figured it out though. We know what the deal was. So
in a way, it is kind of your it is kind of your fault. But yes, whoa. Kind of your fault by putting your own alert.
By missing that. Because I built it from my stream. I built this on a different profile, but it still had. I must have missed that when I was blowing out elements that I didn't need in these scenes. Yeah. And I found out real quick. Not only that, but it was also broken. So that's why I was just sitting there repeating over and over and over again in my ear. That was ridiculous.
The baby is watching.
Not only that, but on top of that, Voice Mod also had an issue where the update didn't push out, so I couldn't use Voice Mod the other day. It was a mess. It was a mess. I got that resolved though.
It's literally like a giant dumpster fire every time we just. It's like you gotta find out the new scenario.
Sometimes it be like that.
Sometimes
it be like that.
You're not perfect neither.
I'm not. You're right. I'm not admitting it, but it's
That's
just,
right.
It's funny. But like I'm doing trial and error right now, so we're going with this. So it's cool. But guys, thank you so much for stopping over at the CFG GameCast episode number 79. We are going to be doing a live stream podcast on all platforms. We are on YouTube, Facebook, and on Twitch. So definitely be a part of the conversation. We like to talk about a lot of different kinds of topics. So if there's something that you wanting to add or chime into what we talk about, we always encourage it. So just type it up and be a part of our conversation. We would love to discuss some of these topics with everyone that's currently live listening on the on live viewing. So we're gonna get this party started here in a second. I'm
trying to keep an eye on all of the chats. I will do my best.
That's right. We wish we had a way to consolidate all of it.
Question: does the YouTube chat show up? Does it go down? If I'm watching live, if people start chat, is that how that works?
I don't know because I don't have YouTube opened up. I have it opened on. I believe
because I have split screens on everything except
no.
this.
I think it goes. Yeah, I think it's the same. It goes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Down
it rolls. Okay.
I believe so.
I'm just checking.
Yeah, I haven't done too much watching on YouTube Live, but I feel like I've done a little bit.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Either.
Or at least watched, been in a YouTube Live while somebody was live.
That makes sense. Let me start.
Do we need to do the mic checks here?
I need to start the recording to do the night check. There we go. Now it's starting to record. For some reason it was hung for some reason.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know why.
There's so many. Yeah, there's so many jokes.
I know. But that's low hanging fruit comedy, Smitty. You're better than that. You're better than that.
But is he though? What's that say about me then?
That's a good question too. Who knows? What does that say about you? Let's see. Increasing the amp a little bit on my side.
It's always funny because on my Zencaster, my little bars are this big and y'all's are like this.
Smitty's is always it's like the largest for me. I don't know why.
Oh no, you're bigger
Mine are
for me.
normal size. Yeah, yours are huge on mine. And
I don't
Lex
know.
looks a
Mine are
little low.
Lex's is usually pretty small. Like I have to increase every time in post. I always have to increase her up by 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Just to get her up.
I'm
just
low.
speak up. But other than that. But I'm really loving the cloud lifter though. The cloud lifter is really doing its job. So
I have no idea what that is.
yeah, it's a piece of it's like a device that you connect between your audio input and then the mic. So it takes out the so you don't have to use the amps to take it to 10 because it causes a lot of noise. But yeah, so there you go. That is the learning lesson of the day. So let's go with this. All right.
Next one's gonna cost you guys.
Next one's gonna be something. What's up, Retro? How you doing?
Yo, Retro.
Yeah. The next one's gonna be a tier 3 sub. Jeez. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna start recording now.
Okay.
Welcome to the CFG GameCast episode number 79, a weekly podcast created by gamers and streamers alike to discuss the latest gaming topics from the previous week. We stream a new episode on Saturdays and release it on podcast services like Apple, Google Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, Podbean, so much more. So show us some love. Give us a follow, a like, a comment, what have you on any podcast services that are out there, or go to our main website, confreaksandgeeks.com, to not miss an episode. I am Mr. CFG Games himself, Davis Green, and with me today are my two awesome co-hosts. I got Lex in the second seat. How are you doing, my cyborg?
Oh, this week's been busy, man. I put too much on my plate. Lots of doctor's appointments. I don't know if we kind of talked about it last week or not. I got like a note trying to, and then come to find out the person who had recommended that neurosurgeon 2 years later comes to me and is like, "Oh no, he's horrible." I'm like, "What?" And so thank goodness, my significant other's best friend just graduated and he's doing his neurosurgeon residency, and so they're fast tracking me into this person. I don't know if I need another decompression, don't really care, just want to fix my tubing, that's all. Replace my parts, it's like a computer. I can't stretch. I can't like stuff on top shelves, it's like, oh no, or if someone picks me up, it's game over, so tubing, it's stuck on something, I don't know.
Someone picks you up.
My 12-year-old goddaughter, she was like, I bet I could pick you up, and she got me from behind in like a bear hug, and I was like, oh, this is nice, and then she picked me up and leaned back and it pulled. I was in bed for about 3 days after that. I tried to play it off like, oh, that was good, but she's trying to pick me up since. I'm like, don't. I stiff arm her. I'm like, don't. Please, for the love of God, don't. I know you can pick me up. Shoot. But yeah, this week's been fun. We beat Bendy and the Ink Machine. I beat it really fast.
That's good. How'd you like it?
I really did like it. I loved the art style. The art style was really fun. Everyone thought I would be like super scared. Sorry.
Why would everyone think that you're super scared? Like, you really have a high tolerance to this kind of stuff when it comes to that.
I do.
Bendy and the Ink Machine isn't really in my opinion, it's not really that scary compared to the other stuff.
Well, yeah. And even when I was playing Help Wanted, I had someone come in there like, how much, reef did you smoke? I was like, I don't. It doesn't, I know when things are going to happen, and that anticipation that used to startle me doesn't startle me anymore because I know when it's going to happen, So it's like I can literally do the countdown in my head. Boom, that's the scare. We're good to go. Bendy was a little different than I thought it was. It was a very dark story behind it. Really dug that part of it. I think we're going to play the medium.
That game is great, by the way, I will say. It's
$44, Doc. If you want to let me borrow your Steam account, I'll let you borrow mine so I can play it.
That's a $44 game? Jeez, I didn't know that.
$44 game.
What's it called?
The Medium.
The Medium?
Never heard of it.
Yeah, it's new.
It's the sequel to The Small.
You and your stupid dad joke. Oh my god.
So it's just like, just freaking die already.
Waka 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 waka.
Come on, buddy.
But
yeah. Anyways, this week, I did.
How dare you? I'm not lame, you're lame.
I did take 2 days off this week. I wasn't feeling too great. We had some snow in Vegas. I got to have a late night snowball fight with Miss Opie. She loved it. She's right here. She's like, yeah. Yes, we did. And otherwise, I have a huge arts and crafts table over here because my goddaughter's birthday is on the 7th, and then the other one is on the 12th.
Wow.
Or 13th? 12th.
It's still really tight.
They're a couple days apart, but I'm making a special surprise for her that Adam suggested I do, and it is the bane of my existence, and I've cried tears on this because I don't know if I can do it. I'm trying so hard. It works out. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. Oh, and I bought myself some clothes. This one's cool. Have a nice day.
Hey, look at Turduckins is saying just pay the $1 for the Xbox Game Pass and you can play the game. So there you go.
I've got Game Pass.
How about rule of thumb? How about not mock the person that's trying to give you a hook? I'm just like, wow.
The reason I do it is because I feel like I've told Ducky like my Xbox woes with this PC. Like I could not get the Xbox stuff to come off my computer at all. Like it would just re-download itself, and I was like, I don't have room. Get away. I've now reallocated some drive over, which thank goodness my partition let me do that. If you have separate drives, you cannot do that. But if it's on the same partition, you can.
Right.
Then you already have the medium. I don't.
That's funny.
I mean, Doc Limitless could just give me his password and I'll give him mine.
Are you really begging someone, begging Doc on our podcast to do you a favor? Oh my God. Mine has the mighty have fallen, but you know who has?
Hey, I don't want to spend my whole stimmy in one go, okay?
Hey. But you know who hasn't fallen? Yeah, but you know who hasn't fallen? The 5-star general of the itty bitty Smitty committee. I got Smitty on the third seat. What is going on, my dude?
Chilling, brother. It was another busy week. Not really much popping off though. I've just been on that Spider-Man grind. I've been playing that. I'm on Halo. We got through a little more of Halo, not as much as I would have liked to have, but we got some COD in with friends, and then I got a late start to a stream last night. And we had recently our 1-year anniversary for LAN parties, and just hit 10,000 downloads on that. So that is freaking amazing. Yeah, so we're celebrating that. Overall, man, it's just been chill. I'm excited
seriously,
to talk about the topic. Yeah.
A year already?
Yeah, it's been a year already.
Are you sure this wasn't last week when you were like, I'm stopping thinking it? Really, a year?
It's been a year. Yeah, it was late January of last year that we started over there. So
see, I feel like we don't count last year as a year. I'm gonna be 32 again in May.
That's
right?
what Kitty says too. She just keeps bypassing 2020. It goes straight to 2019. I'm like, nah, dude. We had a whole year last year. We might not have done much of anything.
Do you know what's really funny though? Because what's really funny was like at the beginning of 2020, I will say this: 2020 all as a whole year. Like the beginning of 2020 wasn't bad because we didn't know anything about what it was, what we were up against
going to cons
whatsoever.
And stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
I went down to Arizona for a shoot and stuff like that. I remember hearing about it. I'm like,
and I went to Vegas. And I went to Vegas at the beginning of last year too. It was like the same with Smitty, and I'm just like, so it was like 2020 at the beginning.
Did want to meet me? It's fine.
Well, I was busy, dude. Like I was busy. I was barely home, so I wasn't there to visit. All over the place. I was slinging, man. I was going with business deals after business deals. Like when I go to a convention, like it's not for fun. It's like it is usually like I'm there for a reason, and then like then I pack my schedule with just meetings and talking to folks, shaking hands and kissing babies. That's what I do when I go to cons. So yeah. So like but yeah.
Kissing babies.
That's with the bubble bath. But yeah.
Because I take.
Yeah. So no, but that's so crazy though. Yeah. So I don't mess around, man. I don't mess around when I go to cons because it's a waste of time if I am having fun. Per se,
yeah,
it is fun for me when I do this kind of stuff, but that's cool.
You like that? Yeah, it's all about business for you when it comes to that. But yeah, no, other than that, just enjoying playing games. I know that we've talked about maybe getting some grounded in this weekend. I'd love to get back on Star's End. Dustin and I started building and working in there, which is really like I've really been wanting to like attach to a survival game. I have a hard time with them though because there's so much time commitment that goes into them. But the one that I'm really enjoying, Star's End, we've played it on stream before, is a space one, and I love space. It's almost like a space, like you're like space cowboys essentially. But you know what I mean? Like it's like, and there's a lot of cool stuff, and like they're building it out. It's been in beta and stuff like that for a while now. But I'm just having fun in that, and it's nice to be able to get some people over. I want to like get some games where like a bunch of people or like a bunch of us can play that we're able to find whether it's whatever, just finding that time commitment is so hard. So being able to latch onto a game where you're able to build and expand with other friends and stuff like that, I think it's an experience that I really want to have. you know what I mean, that I've kind of been wanting to get from a gaming experience.
I know that we now have an open spot in Grounded, Davis.
I don't know what Grounded is. Oh, is that the one that where it's like basically how
you wanted to play with us? Yeah. You originally wanted to play with us, or you now you feel like you've been shaded by us and you don't want to play. Is that what it is now?
Yeah, I don't want a pity invite, so it's already too late. That's where we're at right now. That's where we're at. I don't want any pity invite. If y'all really wanted me to play with y'all would have asked me a long time ago. Now it's like 4 months ago. 4 months later.
We haven't been playing. Yeah. We got to play it twice and then we lost our fourth. So, well, I don't know if I can play tomorrow because I'm enforcing punishment at the house. I have a little girl coming to clean my backyard tomorrow. Jersey. Oh, yeah. I know she listens to the podcast.
I saw you playing last night.
She grounded.
I think you were playing it last night.
Made it more scarier.
Yeah.
More scarier. Wow.
Wow. Okay.
I haven't gone in since we played, so I'm excited to get in there and check that out. But what about you, Davis? What do you got going on, man? How things been on your end, brother?
Oh, it's going great, actually. I've been I finished I'm finishing up the finishing touches of my review of Cyber Shadow. So played that last week, beat it. And I do have some things with it. Then I kind of went back on the grind on Control, which is, I have to say, it's like that game is so good. It's like that, like this game is like something that I can see Lex playing eventually on her library of like different kinds of games and stuff. But like did Control for a good bit of time, had a really good time with that. I think I'm near the end of it, so hopefully we'll be finishing that up this next week. And then I started playing a RPG called Ys Monstrum Nox, which is very, very, very like something I've been waiting to play for 2 years, because when it came out initially, it came out in Japan at the Tokyo Game Show that I was attending. And I got a chance to play a little bit of it, and I was like, man, this is great. I can't wait to come to America. Then 2 years later, I had to wait 2 years for it, but finally got it. But yeah, so it's been going good. Actually, I've been kind of getting back on the thing. And then I was kind of like, been on this weird, like, creative dive on, like, if I was like, I'm wanting to try other options out, like with YouTube and Facebook and stuff like that. So I've been looking into it a little bit more and just trying to see diversify the options that we have here. So like yeah. So I kind of told myself that I think this month, the month of February, I'm going to spend most of my time streaming on YouTube and on Facebook. Maybe do 1 week on Twitch, just to say that we're not dead on CFG Games on Twitch. But for the most part, just seeing how we can build the communities on the other two platforms, because I think it would be a really cool chance and stuff to kind of branch out from beyond Twitch, because I'm not bad mouthing Twitch, but I'll be more like I will say this. I just feel like it's been fairly stagnant as of late for me. So yeah, I think I'm just going to try something a little different. And Retrolag is saying that he unaffiliated with Twitch. I didn't know you can do that, but that's cool. You unaffiliated with Twitch.
Yeah, Victoria did too.
Yeah, so you can multi-stream.
Midnight did? Really?
Yeah.
I might do. To be honest with you, I might do that. I mean, that might be a way to do it, because it's just like.
Then what do you lose out on though when you do that?
You don't have a sub button. You may not, and you don't have emotes, I guess. So.
Well, that's the thing. I can still use her emotes. I still see her emotes.
You do?
And I was able to use them. So I don't know. Yeah, it was weird. It was weird too, because it let me share a resub, but she didn't. But she's not affiliated, so I don't know how that works.
I think, yeah. I mean,
exactly.
If they allow me to unaffiliate, I don't know. I gotta look into it. That's a really good. That's a really good.
Like my thing though too is like I could still do that, because like that was my thing, is like taking a day and streaming on the other platforms just to see, you know what I mean, test the waters and stuff like that. I still want to do that, and that's what my plan is. I need to get off my butt and do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like right now, you know what I mean? Other than that, I can't really justify unaffiliating myself, I guess. You know what I mean? In order to do it to be able to multi-stream on the same days.
Yeah.
You know, like I gotta test to see what it looks like first before.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
You want to go. You don't want to go all in immediately without seeing what you're walking into ahead of, especially like when you're affiliating yourself. It depends on that's a matter of like you're losing your bits, people donating bits. They would say they have to do straight donations. On top of that, you got your subs and stuff like that. I mean, that's legitimate money that you're kind of walking away from. So you're just kind of wanting to see what your options are, which makes sense, I mean, it's cool, unless it's not something that but unless it's like not something that you really care of having it too. Like for instance, like for me, CFG Games, I love CFG Games as an outfit to do whatever I want with stream what we get, because we get a ton of games with game keys and stuff like that, but we don't have access to do all the reviews for it. But like so I'm not doing it mostly for subs. I mean, the subs is great, it's a good bonus of doing all of this. It's just an outlet for me in my team, and it's not our major moneymaker when it comes to the brand. So I'm just saying that, like, I mean, to do it, it's very possible. It would be possible, but it's still extra income, and you're saying no to that. So right. I mean, so there you go. I mean, that's basically how it goes. So, but right. Enough of talking about saying no to Twitch and stuff like that. Let's just go to the normal rigmarole that we normally do every week. Yeah, each of us picks a topic of discussions within video games from the previous week. The topic would or could be about a specific game or something that happened in the gaming industry. So, we don't want to talk about it amongst ourselves. We want you, the listeners on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, to be a part of the conversation. So if there's something that you find interesting or you wanted to chime in about something, by all means, type it inside the chat. We would love to discuss it with you, and we will go from there. So let's start with my number one topic. My topic is stock markets. The stock markets. Oh boy. So if you want to talk, I mean, this is the elephant in the room. I mean, if you have not turned on the TV, yet and see what the heck is going on, then yeah, you're missing out big time. But the bigger picture is like, what the heck is happening, because it is don't get me wrong, it can be literally a little confusing on what's happening and why is it a big deal. So this is what's basically the gist of what's happening here. GameStop stock has like literally increased by like almost 2,000%. It's like it's hitting highs that it's never hit. So technically their value as a business is at $30 billion. And that is insane, especially the trials and woes that they've had for the past several years. So how did they get to have their shares to be hitting about $350 per share? So the basically the antics of this is memeing. It's basically a meme of what's happening. It's not just GameStop that's a part of that's being affected by this, but it's like 13 like different kinds of stocks that are currently happening in the stock market. AMC, Blockbuster Video, Nokia, just to name a few of them, are being a part of it. The one that's standing out of them all, though, is GameStop. So basically what's currently happening is that there's a Reddit community called Wall Street Bets that basically do these kind of that basically, it's a Reddit post of just different kinds of Wall Street, different kinds of like stock information, and so on and so forth. So what happened was this. So big companies like hedge fund companies are like gigantic, are super mega companies that are like companies that like to bet, like to gamble that the value of a stock will go down less than what it currently is. So let's say theoretically a stock is at $5. The hedge fund company will be like, that stock is too expensive. I'm going to bet that this stock is going to drop down from $5 to like $4, right? And then at that point in time, if it goes down, that's how the hedge funds get their money, because they were right that it did go down and it's cheaper than what they initially sold it for. So at the time, GameStop was 80% of their shares as a whole were short sales, which basically means hedge companies were gambling that this stock's value initially was going to drop. The value of it was going to go less. So so they were going to let people like regular like stock day traders or traders like me myself, because I'm in the stock market too, will be able to purchase the stock. But then it's going to lose its value, and that's where the hedge money is going to get. Hedge funds are going to get their money. But a miraculous thing happened, and it was called organization, because Reddit, the Reddit community, basically pushed this stock. Like this was something that's been happening. This thing didn't happen overnight. This is something that they've been talking about since November. That they were telling people to still purchase the stock and keep it. Just hold on to it, and then to keep the value of the stock, up. So to causing hedge funds to people who are counting against that stock to lose money. So it got to a point that the value of that stock it increased bit by bit to like getting to a point that it's getting like really, really high, to a point that it's excuse me. To a point where that the money that the hedge funds were using, or that were betting against, they actually owed money because they lost that bet that they initially did. Yeah. So the push of that money is going back to the people that were holding onto that stock, but it goes in a giant circle. So basically what it's saying is like, oh, hey, has the stock dropped down yet? Person who has the stock says, nope, I still have it in my hands. It's just like, okay, crap. So what's the difference that it went up on? Oh, it's this much. So hedge puts that money at that point, goes around in a circle, because now the dominating group are the regular people that have it, and they have to pay all that out, and then they have to do it again. It's like, hey, did it go down yet? Nope. And just goes over in this giant circle of life towards it. So I'm just like, wow, this is insane. So because of this process, these companies, big companies, are losing a ton of money. They're losing billions of dollars, which is basically the lesson I think that Wall Street Bets is wanting to definitely convey. It's like because like they realize the power of this is in the hand of billions of dollars is in the people when they really can do it. That's actually GameStop's logo, power to the people. But yeah, so it got to a point where that's what they're doing. So because of this inconsistency, because this is something that we've never seen to a scale, like that was proposed, a scale like this to be proposed, that groups like Robinhood, all these outside like internet firms that were stockbroker companies were halting purchases for the shares just because of let's just face it, it's greed for it. So it is insane. Yeah, it's insane though. Like I was like, oh my God, dude, this is amazing. And it kind of kicked myself because like I keep tabs on stocks all the time. And then when you when you look at what, like if you went in on GameStop, like the lowest that you could have gotten in on GameStop is $2. And that was just a matter of 8 months ago. It's insane. It's insane with all this stuff that's happening, because literally it's incredible, because I just believe that it's just like, something like this is just it does the lesson. But keep in mind, there are going to be some people that may get burned by this. People that come in late and purchase a $351 share thinking that it's going to go up higher, which it won't. And then you bought a share. yeah. But like, I'm just saying that like, you got to be very, very careful. Like now, since everyone knows about it, I think it's too late personally, but like, but it is, I'm just infatuated on this, and it's like telling the man. But I love the fact it's the level of double standards that they're at, because now the big hedge fund, big companies are like saying, "Oh, this isn't fair. This isn't fair because they're putting a price to the market of the value of the business." And then I'm like, "You son of a guns! Y'all do this like every day. What do you call the short sales that you're saying about the stocks? Aren't you putting a value of the market at that when you're doing that itself? And then you're just mad because you're losing a lot of money, and then people are not playing the game that you're proposing to them." So I just wanted to get y'all's take on this. It's like I said, it is a bit intricate, but I just find this so interesting to me.
I'll let Smitty go first on this one. I got a lot to say.
It's clearly, I mean, this is literally I don't know if you guys saw some of the reports. There's so many different little things, but like there's a video I watched, but the dude, the hedge fund guy that was on there talking about how he basically said the quiet power out loud, how fairness in market is bullshit, and this and that, and it's just like, wow, it's like literally that should tell you everything. And this is the way that things always go when they're using things that are illegal. There's nothing illegal about what happened within this and stuff like that, but now they're able to scream foul because they're losing money, and then you have the whole system react to it. To me is a big issue. This shows, again, this is an example of how people with money and power manipulate the system. They all know each other. They're all in the same circles and whatnot. But when you start getting a common person manipulating within a legal way, the system, then there's a problem, which is my biggest issue as far as with that. And I know that there's been some people, within the government, they're talking about investigating this and that and whatnot. Robinhood really exposed themselves as far as with this, not only just the fact they were able to do it on Robinhood, but then the actions that they took afterward, not allowing people to buy it and then limiting the amount. Is that not manipulation within itself? You're manipulating the market from that standpoint, but that only affects retail consumers of stocks like us regular muggles. So, you know what I mean? Like, there's all kinds of little, like, this exposed a whole bigger issue within the whole system. But we all know, come on now, the rich stay rich, you know what I mean? Not,
for
you know what
a
I mean?
reason,
Because
too.
Exactly. So, and it's hard to get to that point. They saw too many people being able to do that, and they said, oh, nay, wait a second. You literally had a grown-ass man crying on the thing. And don't get me wrong, I would be crying too if I lost billions of dollars. But I would love to be in a position to have billions of dollars to lose in the first place. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I have no empathy. Not only that, but you got played at your own game, son. Like, sorry for
really
you, but you got played at your own game. That's on you. Put a risk thing for them. Limit how many stocks they can get then. You know what I'm saying? Like, how, like, why, wait, they don't have a limit, but other people do? Like, this puts into question all kinds of stuff. And we'll see how it goes. I'm monitoring this very closely.
Oh, Lex, before I was going to say, what were you going to say, Lex?
So, with Robinhood, I used Robinhood before, and I liked the app, and it was great, especially if you don't know much about stock trading and you need more information. Like, it's great. Like, I've always done money market accounts, which if you don't know what that is, basically you have larger companies that'll keep you at like a steady pace, and then you have other ones that will fluctuate, and you can pull out your money whenever you feel like it, yada yada. I've always kind of done that because that's the safe route. It's like, you know, you put your pennies in your little jar, and then you give them to the dude, and he puts it in a money market, and by the end of the year you got an extra $900. Great. Okay, but it took a whole year. Now with Robinhood, I think here's the issue here. They with the whole stopping and the whole monitoring, somebody paid them to do that. Let's be real here.
Or
right?
someone strong that, like a partner or something that's went into it. Yeah, I think that's what happened.
Because it had to have been, but it also shows the power of the market and how we can fluctuate it if we really try. I mean, these people were just on Reddit. Also, Blockbuster, there is one Blockbuster, and I believe it's used as an Airbnb now. Like, there's one left. And they use it as an Airbnb. Like, you can sit and watch movies, and like people can walk by and like see you like watching a movie, and then you can close the curtains, like you close down for the evening, and then go to sleep. Hello. So you know, it's just it's funny, and I'm kind of happy for AMC because I do really enjoy going to the movies, and so as far as that, like I'm kind of glad that blew up, because as far as economic wise, we were going to lose out on a lot of movie theaters. That's a lot of jobs lost. You know what I mean? So in the long run, that helped them. But I think it just shows how quickly and easily, if we come together, that we can manipulate things and make a grown man cry on national TV. Sorry, dude. Like, you ain't Bitcoin rich? Did you not get?
I would love to see
where
that.
Where is Bitcoins?
Yeah,
a bunch of people are Bitcoin rich on top of it right now and can't log into their account.
But that's different, though. I mean, cryptocurrency is a level of, like, you know, its own.
It doesn't exist. That's what bugs me. It doesn't exist.
That's a whole conversation in itself, though. But yeah, that's a whole conversation in itself. Well, the difference is with cryptocurrency is that, well, theoretically, I mean, kind of sidebar, so I don't go too far off.
I know.
That the crypto is meant for something specifically. Like, those currencies are meant specifically for something specific. Like, they use it for something like let's say 911 or something. It's some sort of weird like network, like cyber currency for all that stuff. The only one that doesn't do anything is crypto. Like a cryptocurrency, the not crypto, what's it called? Bitcoin. Bitcoin doesn't have one specific thing that's used for it. If anything, it's probably the most universal cyber currency that's out there, as opposed to all the hundreds of different kinds that are out there. But still, anyways, digress. But like to Smitty's point, though, I will say this though. It's like I think the biggest problem here is this: the hedge fund companies, like giant hedge funders, it was their fault to put this up in the start at the beginning of all of this. Because like when you think about it, it's like they're trying to play the victim, but then yet they're the ones that are shorting the stock, that were shorting the stock in the first place, and then they basically said they were basically assuming that the regular stock, like the stock traders and stuff, not people that are part of the, like, you know, part of the industry, they were assuming that it was going to go down. So basically now, since they essentially, the normies, I'm going to call them normies, the normies that bit the hand that fed them. Yeah, like with all of that, when it has came back to all of this, I was just like, okay, now they're like, okay, I can't believe they did this, and all this nonsense. Now it's a big issue. Retro's point saying, let's be real, these things will continue to happen, and the regulations will be implemented so the small investors can't gain a foothold, but the rich will find a loophole to exploit. Yeah, I mean, it definitely will. I mean, there's no, like, this is now exposed. I will not be surprised that there's going to be something that's going to come in, like under some sort of legislation or something to fix this, so this doesn't happen again. But then again, like, just to say, like, real quick, that the 2008 housing crash was because of companies' greed. So like what?
Right.
So like, and this is essentially the same thing, only at a smaller scale of what has been experienced back in 2008. So like, and it's just all because of big business.
That was one of my biggest things that I had a problem with. It's like, why are we bailing out Wall Street? It's like, well, you guys won't bail out people, but you'll bail out Wall Street, which is huge money in business and whatnot. It's like that right there should have told you everything. You know what I mean? Like, it's just how do you like, and it's like, how do you even come at something like that has amassed so much money? These people are having conversations, and I can't even fathom what kind of conversations that they're having on the scale that they're able to have conversations on, you know what I mean, is crazy. But this dude literally says it, like the fair share concept is bullshit. Like, that's how they really feel. Like, again, it's hoarding the majority of the wealth to the few, while, you know what I mean, we struggle and we get fed this concept of the American dream, or just you know what I mean, in general. But yet there's all these things that they put in place
attacking wealthy people.
Yeah. What? It's our, like,
stop.
Oh my god,
that makes me so mad.
Seriously.
That makes me so mad. No, it's funny, like, with all of this going on, I'm pretty sure I need to ask my dad if he happened to get in on this, because my dad, we're pretty big we used to be like big in the stock market. I know he still is. I don't have the money for it, but the other day I was like, hey, did you get your stimulus? And he was like, no. I go, really? And he goes, I didn't get the first one either. And I said, that's weird. You should look into that. He goes, no, I make too much money. Of course I didn't get a stimulus. And I was just like, oh, I'm sorry. What? Stop it. Get out of here.
It's ridiculous. But I mean, yeah. So like, I mean, I'm fine. Yeah. I'm fine with, like,
definitely one that's gonna throughout the year and stuff like that. We will be seeing
gonna
more.
Happen.
I'm curious to see which way this actually plays out and how it all plays out too. So,
well, I just hope that no one's going to get screwed, and I hope normies get their money that they deserve towards this. But yeah, so I think that's going on. It's going to happen, you know.
Get your money, get your coin, get your bag, whatever all the cool kids say, you know.
A coin for your Smitty.
For your Smitty. Yeah, coin for your Smitty.
I don't have a coin.
Wow, Smitty. Speaking of which, you are number 2.
So I gotta tell you guys, I know that you excuse me, geez.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I know that we've talked about it before, but
you.
GeForce Now, actually, they have recently, and I think it might have been out for a little bit now, but they have recently come out where you can play on iOS and Google Chrome devices, and this has got me extra excited, because
read all about it.
Yeah, this is what I've been waiting for. As far as with this, is it being able to play, because again, it doesn't make sense for me to play cloud on my computer. I could just play it on my computer, right? So being able to play on my phone or my iPad Pro, that's why I'm enjoying Luna, because Luna has an app on Fire TV, so I can play right off of my TV. But this has got me excited. GeForce Now, I feel like being able to do that, again, they're using the same methods that Luna used. By going through a web browser as opposed to being in the store, they're able to circumvent Apple's ability to regulate it underneath their app store rules. So you're able to do this, and then you can it's so easy. You just hold on the button, you create a little icon for your homepage, and then boom, it's like you have an app for it. It's fantastic. I had to go in, of course. I haven't purchased the thing quite yet. I haven't bought into it quite yet. But I went in to see, all right, which of my games, when I connect Steam account, shows up. And I have 60 of my games on my Steam account that I can play now on here. So I still haven't, I'm going to sign up for this just to see. I want the full experience of the service. Yes.
I have a question. So let's say my godkids, they have tablets. They're not iPads, but they're the whatever other tablets are. Could they possibly download GeForce and then also use my thing?
Absolutely.
Because apparently Sony didn't have my credit card and they just read me up for another 3 months.
Hey.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow.
Yeah, someone gifted me 3 months, and yesterday they were like, "Thank you for subscribing for another." I'm like, "How do you have my card?" Excuse me.
That's crazy.
So maybe the kids
you
can
can
at
see
least
there's
play
a
my
decent
games.
amount of games. You know what I mean? Already, from my library that I have access to instantly through GeForce Now. So that got me excited. So I got 60 right there, and that's not even. And then their service. So it's I believe it's $5 a month or like $5.99 a month or something like this. But this is within their service. These games are playable. You're not having to pay extra money for it or anything like that. So they have a library of 285 games out the gate that you're able to play. So to me, this definitely brings GeForce Now into more of a contention, I feel, with our Lunas. I'm not sure. I haven't tried Steam's one yet. This has got me really excited. I think this is worth taking a look. If you guys are looking for a cloud gaming service, this might be worth taking another look at. Again, we know that, and we've talked about it a couple times on the podcast too.
Yeah.
They had issues with publishers. Publishers started pulling their games because when they started going to a subscription, there's issues and problems as far as with that. And that kind of made me like, I don't know, those are some big publishers, but like, going in and taking a look, like their library is still pretty extensive,
right?
For, what you're paying for. This is the most extensive that I've seen. And you've got some solid games within this library. So,
well, compared to Luna,
I wanted to see what your guys are.
Just way
bigger than Luna's.
Oh, Luna's library is smaller than GeForce Now's.
Yeah, because you have the Ubisoft games, and that they're going to be building out, but their library is pretty limited right now. Still some solid games on there, but it's pretty limited.
Oh, okay.
I have a question. So PC Master Race, we discovered that my 4K, is it a Sony or an LG? But you can download the Steam app on the TV and then just take your controller and lay in bed and play. So why would I pay for GeForce when I can do that PC Master Race style with my Steam account?
And GeForce also is going to be, I believe that they're developing either at some point in time this year or next year, where they're going to be available on LG TVs. That did state that in the article. And to me, it then would not necessarily be worth it if you already have something within. If you already have a Steam capable thing. Again, I haven't tried out the Steam cloud gaming, but really that's the library that I'm looking at.
I don't even know if it's cloud. I think we're just
beaming it, like beaming it over.
Basically
like mirroring it.
You're just mirroring it to your television.
That's going to be different.
Exactly that's the difference, because I have an app, it's called Rainway, but it basically mirrors my PC to a TV, and it is not that great.
Use the Steam one. The Steam one's fantastic. Like he'll go in there and he's like, I don't feel good, I need to lay flat, and so he'll go in there and he'll use the Steam one, and it works fantastic.
But comparatively, though, the whole thing is just like is fact.
So
the fact
why
of the
would
matter
I pay
is,
for it?
Well, the fact of the matter is, it depends on their. It's like, well, first off, there's different factors. Like the biggest thing is like if your TV can handle for instance, like the stream when you do a direct from a television to a computer, you need to make sure your specs on your television is able to handle the ratios and stuff like that towards that. If GeForce Now, theoretically, like if you're able to play a game that's going to be set to 4K, then you, essentially it doesn't matter what kind of TV that you have. It's more like all that really matters is your bandwidth, as opposed to your physical specs. So in that aspect, that's where it's going to be worth it. Like if it's going, like if you're going to get, if you can handle those kind of speeds and stuff, because it looks like these kind of game. I mean, like that kind of service for $5, it looks like it's very worth it. And plus, the games itself it's not saying. I mean, I don't know if the article shows it. I'm not really sure, but like if the article shows it to you at all. all. But like if it shows that what's it called? What was I gonna say? If it's going to be, are these games exclusively for GeForce Now, or are they? Or if you buy the game, do you still have access to that in your library of some sort?
You're not buying any games.
It's the ones you already own.
So this is what's cool about this, and this is to your point, Lex. I think for us per se, it doesn't necessarily make sense. For somebody, you know what I mean, a family that can't afford a console or something like that, that's looking to be able to have games that these kids can play. I mean, this is for $5. This library is pretty extensive, and you're telling me they could do it on their, their Chromebooks or stuff like that. I think this really brings in, and this is a really, really consumer-friendly option for people that are looking to get into games and stuff like that. I've just always been interested because I feel like within cloud gaming, you know what I mean, there's a lot that you can do with it. We're going to be seeing more of it and stuff like that. So to be able to, I love that people have the option with all those games. I totally think for the price.
Now for $5 though, is it going to give you the access to all 200 games, or do you have like?
That's my see, and that's what I haven't had a chance to test out. I mean, this thing is saying play now, and I have to join. But so like you're not paying for these games, but you have access. So like you don't have to buy games on their platform, because essentially they're just basically serving up into the cloud these games that are on there. Those are the games that they have essentially within their servers that they've been given access to.
Okay, I have more questions. So it's not just games that you own, it's games that are also on their server play. So let's say I pay the $5, right? And my godkids who cannot afford a PlayStation, Xbox, any of that, but they all have tablets. Right? And they're Android, I would assume, because they're not Apple. Could they then utilize that on theirs? Because if that's the case, I will be buying this for them for their birthdays, and then that way they can play games on their tablets. Except Jersey, you're grounded. Sorry.
Got her.
She cleaned my backyard tomorrow.
As long as you have access to a Chrome browser, you can play this.
Okay, cool.
You have access to this. Yes. Again, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna get the. I'm gonna subscribe to the thing and get that firsthand feel.
Tell us more.
Yeah, exactly. I'm literally all of them that I can get my hands on. I'm just trying. I want to at least try them out and have that firsthand experience. Again, I've said it about Luna, like the Luna controller, like that is a solid controller. Like I enjoy playing with that controller, like being able to sit there in bed and play, play on our 4K TV has been, I finished the rest of Legion on that. I'm going to play Control completely on Luna. It was my plan. So, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm enjoying, I want to, like, this has given me a reason now to try out GeForce Now. I could, so yeah, I'm gonna check it out and I will report back for sure.
That'd be awesome.
Well, Ravage in chat said he was a beta tester for GeForce Now. It was great at first, and then a lot of publishers backed out. Hey, Ravage, how long ago was that? Out of curiosity,
that was months ago because
we discussed that. But now we have publishers coming back in, correct? If I'm not mistaken.
I think people have to opt in to be included. Okay. They have an opt-in thing now instead of them just doing it without asking anybody's permission, which was dumb.
Okay.
I think those bigger publishers, again, they were, I feel like very much, and again, this is just speculation.
Last year,
but I feel like, they're looking like, whoa, where's my piece of the pie?
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, but we want to be able to get our games out there, but we're going to step away. I think that left a bad taste in some people's mouth as far as with the service, and that kind of dissuaded me from checking it out at the time.
At the time though too, it was only what was in your personal library. You could then switch it to your different devices, if I recall correctly. Oh, it wasn't? Oh, then I'm stupid. I didn't understand.
No, they had so that's what like. So you would have had like Capcom games in here right now. You don't see any Capcom games because they backed out. But you know what I mean? Not only does it give you access to your library, but they also have a library on their servers, and it gives you access to play those games as well. That's where the publishers had an issue because they were saying, wait a second, we're not getting a piece of this. They did not own this game. They're just on your platform, and you're getting paid from a subscription. Where's our piece of pie?
See, that makes more sense to me because I thought they were upset that. So I have Overwatch, and now I want to play Overwatch on a different device. I already own the game. Why are you mad that now I can cloud it to a different device? And that's what I was understanding was the issue originally.
Well, Smitty, I think overall, though, I think that what you need to do is that you basically just need to do your next stream on your phone and see how good it is. And then we'll be like, okay, yeah, see how it goes.
We can try
that.
Like,
hey, we're playing Watchdog Legions on my Samsung Galaxy S phone. Let's go at it. Let's go.
I won't have the effects, but that's okay. We'll make it work.
Yeah, we'll make it work. We'll make it work.
You could mirror. Yes. I know how to do that.
That is true.
True.
As long as I can have a controller, like I couldn't play like just like on mobile like that. But like as long as I can make a controller to it.
Your tummy's too big.
Yeah, I got little baby thumbs.
No, you don't. I have baby thumbs.
Already.
I feel like.
Okay, all right,
cool. So that was a good one.
Irritating Davis.
No. I'm just trying to cut it off because of the time slot. That's all.
Yeah. No worries.
Towards
no worries.
Commercial?
Yeah.
Yep.
Check it out. GeForce Now.
No commercial today? Oh.
No, we got a commercial. It's still going to be the same one that we've been doing the past 2 weeks, which is going to be our sponsor, Audible. It was like, yes. So we here over at CFGG, I should say CFG GameCast, loves books, but we can get super busy at times, and we barely have time to relax and dive into fantasy novels, science, sci-fi, what have you. But that's okay though. Because the best way to enjoy a book is to listen to it. And that is where Amazon Audible comes in. Audible gives you a huge selection of books to choose from, be it fantasy, sci-fi, biographies, autobiographies, what have you, and more. Audible has you covered. I have been using Audible well before the sponsored ad, and I've been loving it. I just recently finished listening to Ernest Cline's Ready Player 2 with Will Wheaton narrating it. Yes, the wonderful Will Wheaton. It's like listening to it, and it was great. But the best part about Audible is that you can listen to it on any of your smartphones, tablet, PCs, or any Alexa audio devices. And with Audible Premium, you get to pick one title every month in Audible's vast library. If you didn't like your selection, that's okay. Audible allows you to exchange it with no questions asked. So listeners to the CFG Gamecast can try Audible completely free by going to the website audibletrial.com/CFGG. There you get to pick any book that you want for in the first 30 days and be able to see if you want more. So again, go to audibletrial.com/CFGG and experience the amazing world of stories Audible provides for you. There we go. There we go. So we got that.
I do have to tell you, this Alexa will not read out loud your books to you unless you pay me. So, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's only fair. You would want to do free books. Makes sense.
I need to sue them. They stole my name. I'm just saying.
You can't copyright your name. You're not the only Alexa out there in the world. You know that.
I know that, but if we come together, it could be a class action lawsuit. I'm just saying.
Trying to pull a stock market thing with your name? Cool, yes. Go for that. Go for it. But speaking of which, Alexa.
Yes.
What is your topic?
Ooh, I got a good one. So we all know Valorant. I've discussed why I won't play it, yada yada, because of their anti-cheat software. Well, this week has kind of been an interesting thing for them. Matt, I'm going to say his name probably wrong. Matt Paoletti. Oh, I said that right. He is part of the Valorant team and is part of the anti-cheat. So I'm going to read to you what's going on in the blog. So basically, Valorant reveals some of the lengths that the developers are going through in order to combat cheaters. Even before the game was released, catching cheaters has been one of Riot's major priorities. Again, why we all discussed why we didn't want to play it, because it basically comes into your computer as what's the word I'm looking for?
Very aggressive spyware.
32 is what's coming to my mind.
Spyware.
Basically, yeah. Yeah, it comes in as like a kernel, which is like an update, like your Windows would do. And so every time you would turn your computer on, even if the game wasn't on, it was running, which is, excuse you, no. Most remarkably, the online First Strike tournament, Riot reviewed every single player in this tournament because they, quote unquote, needed to know who every player was. We had to make the precedents and rules almost as we went, deciding what exactly constitutes as a disqualification and how we would handle those. Okay, great. Matt, also known as K30 Paletti, is Riot's senior anti-cheat analyst, reckons we hit a decent mark and we have learned a ton for the next one as far as their tournaments are concerned. Now, the logistics of the big tournament are one thing, and day-to-day matchmaking is a whole other kettle of smelly fish. Paletti goes into some detail on what Riot intends to do in targeting players who cheat in matchmaking, and an amusing aspect of this is the man's utter disdain for his targets. Let me tell you, this man hates cheaters. The number of matches with a cheater is a fraction of a percent, but Riot acknowledges that this is still too high, and that cheaters at the highest ranks also put a stain on the prestige that comes with reaching such heights. In a highly competitive game, we saw that some players also looked to bask in the ill-gotten gains of cheaters by teaming up with them. So in the game, you get paired with people if you aren't already pairing with like friends or however. Being paired with a cheater, knowing that they were cheating, are also getting banned after a few games, but they would get to reap the rewards. So the ban for being a bandwagoner cheater, essentially, because you know that this person is cheating, is a 90-day penalty. This type of behavior, which can involve playing with a hack-based cheater or also just a Smurf account, is known as colloquially as bussing, is what Riot calls it, and institutes a 90-day penalty for participating in that activity. If you are caught cheating, they ban you for life. But yeah, Matt is on the hunt for you, and if you are cheating, oh, you best believe he's gonna get you. Cheat bus is what they didn't know their queue partner was cheating, ? They're really targeting concerted boosting services here, where the results are pretty distinct. Precision is a massive priority in these actions. So basically what he's saying is, oh, you didn't know that your partner was cheating? That's a flat out lie. And so he goes into much more detail. When he describes it as queuing with cheaters as riding the cheat bus on the highway to hell.
That's crazy.
And he explains too, like, it's an expensive addiction. Like, why are you paying to up your rank and your skill level when in reality it's not making you any better of a player? You're just paying to play, and that's not the point of the game. And so now they've made it harder to rank up in the game. So now everybody else, because of all of these cheaters, are kind of getting screwed over, essentially.
I mean, it sucks that they have to go through this level of, like, I mean, people are going this intricate in cheating itself. I mean, like I said, I don't understand how some people like to justify the effort of doing these kind of things, to get to this point, to do this, but it is what it is at that point. It is what it is. But what I definitely will appreciate, though, is how how serious Riot is taking it to these people and stuff. But like, man, dude, like, to say that they actually have, like, like the level that they're going for these cheaters is pretty unprecedented, I will say, though. So I mean, I guess it's just more like if they can find a way to keep it up, then I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. What they're trying to do with this,
I get it as far as like the tournament aspects and all of that, because that was what the game was going to be, made for, was for tournaments. And like 2020 kind of ruined that for them as far as, like having like huge tournaments and like having arenas and all of that. And I get it. But at the same time, now it's harder for them to vet these people because they're using their own devices, right? Instead of coming into a tournament sector where you're being sat at a computer that's already been looked at, you know what I mean, by a technician to make sure that there's no cheating software, there's nothing turning off their software, you know what I mean? And so it's just made them, but I feel like this man has a vendetta. I think something happened to him at some point in a game back in the day, and this man is like, "Excuse you, no, you were not cheating on my game.
That's the kind of
get out of here."
That's the kind of person. Yeah, that's the kind of person that you want when you want. It was like a person's like, yeah, cheating. It's like cheating killed my family or some kind of thing situation. You know, I mean, it's like. I mean, I don't know what it is. Like, it's like so he's like, he's 100% grizzled to it. So he's just like, you know, it's like if you want to set like, it's like you just set a person off. You just like that's the thing that sets him off. You know, so. I mean,
I love that they're going after cheating with extreme prejudice.
Yeah,
and I hate it too. It is like it makes no sense to me whatsoever to pay to, you know what I mean? It's like you're not that good. You're paying for, you know, a bot to do things. Like, does that make you like your ego feel better, or like I don't understand why people will do that? Because as soon as you take that bot away, you know what I mean, you're just a regular trash player like everybody else. So you know what I mean? Like, why not actually practice and try to get good as opposed to paying to be able to do that? Like, people are weird in that sense. I'm glad that
to
they're
spend their money for the trivial things like that. It is very it's very
what?
I would love to kind of dive in one day to just kind of to realize like what is it that drives people to do that kind of thought. I mean that thought process. I mean it's just very, very annoying to deal with it, you know. So
Ravage might have a good insight, but my thought to this, and I've always wondered this, I mean, from a female's aspect, being in the gaming world is not easy, period, plain and simple. But I feel like it's almost the same satisfaction as someone coming in and trolling you. Like their insecurities are being placed on you. That's what the troll is doing, essentially, right? Anything they say is something that is making them feel better in the short term, because like, oh, I made their day worse, and so because of that made me feel good. And I feel like that rolls over into the gaming world in that aspect. Maybe they're not a troll, but this is their version of that, if that makes sense. Like their insecurity of, I'm not good at this game, but all my friends are, and that's not. And instead of,
I think some people are just being dicks though, because I mean, like to say that like Fall Guys, like to say that, I mean, when you see the cheats in certain games, it's just like, why? Like, I mean,
well, and in Fall Guys, it's meant for kids too. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's my point. It's just like I don't think that they're trying to be number one. I think they're just saying that they can. Because I mean, there's people out there that they'll be like, hey, there's like they're just going to do it because they want to. Duckin says because they have money and they are losers, and we would agree.
Basically, well, my thing too, the one thing that's kind of like, I don't like how they're talking about making it harder to progress. I feel like that hurts everybody. That hurts the innocent people that are just playing the game and stuff like that. Now you're being penalized for something that is out of your hands, for somebody that's, you know what I mean? It's like that part of it I don't like. I hope they don't go that route as far as with that. You know I mean, because like, I feel like that could also hurt their chances. I mean, you had Destiny do something similar where they were kind of hiding like the progression and how people progressed, and like when you broke it down, it's just like, whoa, dude, like this system is way out of skew or how it should be, or now it takes me forever or somebody to level up because, you know, the casual gamer now can't level up as quickly because they've had to change the rules for the few. You know, that's my only problem.
But they have to though, because you can't, like, I mean, like, it's just like how, you know, when a person like when you're in a class of 3 and then the teacher says like they know that one person lost their money, so there's it's either one of 2 people stole it, and they say, then they're trying to be a thing of anonymity. They'll put everyone together saying, okay guys, I'm not going to say who, but we need to find out who stole this person's money. And then, like, you obviously know it's not for everybody, but you know who they're talking to, who they're talking about. And then, but it's like, but you have to do that to be on equal footing towards it, because it's virtually impossible to just to do that otherwise. So like, and that's what sucks about it. So since now they're showing all these exposures, they have to be tough on everybody to show that they're not messing around. It sucks, but we don't live in a perfect world. I wish.
I mean, it would be cheaper. Just hire me. I'll give every tune up, right?
I was gonna say, let me guess, an Italian tune up. Oh man.
My dad came over for pizza night last week, and he goes, "I thought the oven wasn't working." I go, "I kicked the shit out of it. Now it works great."
Oh god. All right, but I mean that's basically but that's pretty cool though. I mean, like good for them on doing that too.
I'm glad they're being aggressive about that, because cheaters are no fun for anybody.
They definitely do, especially messes your game up too when people just don't wanting to play it. So
right.
So there you go. All right, Lex, what are your plans this week?
Oh, good question. Monday and Wednesday are kind of up in the air. If I can get give me my back, because I did not sign up for a subscription, and Doc doesn't let me borrow his. I'll be buying the medium, and that's probably what we will be playing. Tuesday, of course, is Spoopy Tuesday, where we play DBD and Phasmo. And Thursday, Among Us. Now we've added Friday, where I don't play a scary game. You know what? I'm really upset about Scott Pilgrim. It's broken. I tried playing with someone else. Davis, you and I are not the only ones having trouble. We couldn't stay connected to play the game together.
Really?
And so I try to play it solo. I've leveled her up to a 6, and I'm hoping maybe now I can go through the game by myself. I was going to try after podcast, actually. I'm really upset. So then when that didn't work, I've been switching to Cuphead, which I'm terrible at, but because I don't have depth perception, but I'm trying. But yeah, I'm trying games that I know that aren't in my wheelhouse. Like I don't see well anymore, so depth is hard. So seeing okay, how do I shoot you without, you know what I mean? So I'm also playing with controllers again. But yeah, a lot of sewing, a lot of games. I'm making the most beautiful blank that I can't say out loud because children listen to this. Our birthdays are coming up. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that tonight and watching dinosaurs. Finally.
Dinosaurs, like the TV show on ABC?
Yeah. Dude, as you guys were playing, Dust was like, "Want to play?" I'm like, "Heck no, I'm sewing and watching dinosaurs." It was fun.
Yeah,
So
I went back and rewatched that show as an adult.
Oh my god, it was so good. I love it.
It is a great game. A great game. It was a great series. Definitely a great series.
What are you up to,
Smitty?
Yo, I don't know. Working on. Hopefully, I'll be able to. I'm about halfway through the Spider-Man game, so I'm just grinding through that.
Miles or the first?
No, the first one. I have Miles Morales. I already have the game.
Almost done with the first one too.
Oh, you haven't? Yeah, I was just waiting. I was waiting to play it. I'm enjoying it. It's fun. And then I'm playing through the Halo Master Chief series. And I said it. I made the promise today. We're gonna beat Metal Gear Solid 5 on stream. So I gotta figure out what that looks like logistics wise. If I finish a different series first or how we play that out. But it is gonna happen. I'm a man of my word.
Are you?
I am.
Okay.
What about you, Davis? What do you got going on, brother?
I am going to start. I will be doing trying to finish up Control this week on my channel. So over on Twitch. But like I said earlier, I'm going to be doing a big change this month. I'm going to be focusing mostly on the YouTube and Facebook streaming. So I'm going to try YouTube game. I guess YouTube gaming doesn't exist anymore. So whatever YouTube streaming is now, but YouTube streaming and Facebook gaming are going to be the two. I'm going to be streaming the month of February, mostly exclusively on that. So I will try to be on Twitch at least once a week and see where it's gonna go. Because just want to see what the other options are and just testing the water. What's up, Lex?
I have a question. What do you mean YouTube gaming is gone? Like I thought.
No, the streaming is there, but they don't call it YouTube gaming anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, really? They changed the
knowledge.
name
of it? Yeah. I don't know what it's called now, but it's like, they changed it up and messed around with it. I don't know what it's called now, but like
2024.
Yeah. Yesterday I did 2024. It's very possible.
We didn't put a date on when it needed to be finished. We just said it was going to happen.
It's very possible. 2024 is like, isn't that the 10th year of Metal Gear Solid 5? At that point, it's very possible that it's 10 years of Metal Gear Solid 5. That would be amazing.
The best part is he messaged me and Davis in a group message and was like, I beat it! I'm sitting there and I'm like, the credits are rolling. There's no freaking way. And he goes, the first chapter, never mind. And I was laughing with Dust in bed for a good 45 minutes.
I was just hilarious. And what was funny about it? I
did not believe that.
What's funny about it though too was this was like at 1:00 in the morning for me, and it's like, oh, did he do it? It's like, put that money in my hand, and then all of a sudden 5 minutes later, it's like, oh wait, no, it's not. Never mind. It's like, oh, you son of a gun.
It was long.
It was a long game.
No, that was long. That's the thing.
We just finished chapter 1. I'm like, you son of a gun. So yeah, that I wonder, that would be that's a hedge bet right there. Will Smitty beat Metal Gear Solid 5 by 2015 before the 10-year anniversary? Yeah,
to the moon.
That is 4 years later.
Hold the line.
We'll be there. We'll be like, by the time it's like PlayStation 6 when these by the time finishing it up. Man, but that's crazy. Guys, thank you so much for listening to the CFG Gamecast episode number 79. Thank you for being a part of the conversation as always, and we'll be back again next week with some more awesome topics. So, but in the meantime, if you miss our voices, you can definitely check us out on any podcast services out there on Apple, Google Podcast, Stitcher Radio, what have you, anywhere we're there. And we always publish out the podcast on Mondays, so definitely check us out. Give us a thumbs up, a follow, a like, whatever. It does go a really long way for us, so we do appreciate that in the numbers. Or just go to our main website, confreaksandgeeks.com, to check out the full stuff that we got. We got interviews, videos, and what have you on the website itself. So definitely give us a check out on that too. So guys, this is Davis, Smitty, and Lex signing off. Y'all take it easy.
Bye.
Perfect. Done.
Yeah.
We just need to cut. Yeah, I need to cut this down just a smidge. We're always a little bit over an hour, and I don't like that.
Doesn't like it. The man doesn't like it.
Don't like it.
Yeah. Day, I do have a massive collection. I was saying, I connected to GeForce Now, and 60 of my games are accessible in GeForce Now. So I'm gonna try it out, dude. Oh, thanks, guys. Thanks for coming through, guys.
Did you download it?
G-Nice, yeah. No, I haven't downloaded it yet. I don't need to download it.
Northman is wanting me to go check out what's it called? Northman, was it VR Chat? I believe. I never
Chat's wild, dude.
I have VR.
I have seen Northman's clips of his VR chats, and I'm like, I don't know what the hell is going on, but oh my god, this is crazy.
Aren't they creepy towards girls in the VR chats? Like they just circle you.
Where are they not creepy towards girls at?
Yeah, that's true.
It's like name me one spot.
I got hoodie shamed this week, and I was like, really?
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means either.
Oh, like how dare I wear baggy clothing that is warm and comfy because it is cold in Vegas and I refuse to turn the heat on. I guess they want to see the bobs. I don't know. But then if I do that, I get in trouble for that. And it's like, what? Sorry that I figured out men were hiding the secrets of joggers, the most comfortable pants in the world.
I've been saying it for years, y'all.
Dude.
I've been saying it for years.
Girls, do you want pockets? buy the men's joggers. Just get them in a small. They're amazing.
Yep.
Dude, hoodies are like,
about.
I have I'm sure somebody will tell you, I have like the coolest t-shirt, hoodie, and pullover collection. I love my t-shirts, hoodies, and pullovers. Those are my things. And my shoes. I have really pretty shoes. I like men's like smoking loafers. I have some with like rhinestones on them. They're so pretty. I kind of want a 3-piece suit. Is that weird?
Ooh, no.
Who wears
wrong. I
what?
love a good
What?
suit.
That
I would
girl from
absolutely rock a 3-piece suit.
I can't imagine with the vest and stuff, Smitty. I mean, like, who?
What are you talking about? See, that's the thing that you mistake, my friend. I clean up quite nicely.
Oh, he does.
I clean up quite nicely.
I'm not saying you don't. Right. I'm just saying a 3-piece suit with the vest is like, I just think a regular the blazer jacket and then the pants and stuff. I'll be fine. Well, but like,
currently, Dust and I are
3-piece.
I mean, I think I can fit into Dust's a 3-piece suit that doesn't fit him at the moment.
Ooh,
and I want to put it on because what's her name? Sonia from WWE. She wears the suits. And I saw DFP react to her like in like her sweats. And then she did like the bust it challenge into her 3-piece suit. And I was like, you're cheating on me? I'm putting on a 3-piece suit. What's
the busted challenge?
Oh, God. Now we have to explain it. You like look all like, oh, I'm in my like my house clothes and I don't have makeup on, and then it's like bust it, or it's like look at my reflection and telling your best friend, oh girl, I think and then it's like bust it, and then it breaks it down, and all of a sudden you're like the clip like changes and like you're all cleaned up and you're like, yes ma'am.
Yeah, I don't know I don't know the TikTok challenges.
They got a lot of them.
I did the bust
so many.
I also did the WAP challenge, which
I did
funny
see that.
in two ways.
It was hilarious.
Because I
did
am
see
one,
that.
and then I did it.
Oh my goodness.
That was freaking amazingly funny.
Don't use that word against Italians, though. Did you see it? You saw Monday?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw it on your Facebook though, not on the like you did on the story or something. I saw it.
Yeah, I was trying to make my best friend laugh. She was it was her first Christmas without her mom. I was just trying to make all the kids laugh, and I came home and Adam goes, "Why are you walking like that?" I was like, "I think I broke my hips."
Yeah, I don't try to move my body in them ways anymore.
I can't feel my legs.
I can't.
I'll break something will fall off, or oh shit, didn't know I had muscles there.
Yeah. No, Rabbit, I just want to put it on and look hot and send a video to DFP because she's supposed to be my Twitch wife and be like,
supposed to be your Twitch wife?
Yeah, she's supposed to be my Twitch wife.
And
and then Larry's my Twitch husband.
And
then Quissy Pickles is my Twitch girlfriend.
You're just living a complicated Twitch life right now. That's just what I'm
Larry's a Muppet. It's not like we can make out. I mean, we could, but that'd be weird.
Is that Larry? Is that Larry in real life?
I had a dream. IRL.
Yeah, I tweeted at him. I was like, I had a dream about you, and you were Larry the cable guy, but also Larry the IRL at the same time. Because I met Larry the cable guy. When I played roller derby, I taught him. He was doing this whole series where he was learning to do stuff. I taught him how to play roller derby, and so in my dream, it was Larry the cable guy, but it was Larry IRL on skates, and I'm trying to like bend down. I'm like, oh my god, my back hurts. Like trying to teach this Muppet how to skate. I was like, what is happening? But I tweeted him that. He was like, that is what I really do when I'm not online. I'm like, okay.
Northman says that I'm her Twitch garbage.
I guess
no.
I guess everyone has a job, so apparently in that world.
Northman, you are my significant other's Twitch husband. Because he is admitted, he's like, Northman. He goes, because he's like straight, but I can admit when a man is mixy. You're the long lost other Hemsworth, man, and you're not the ugly one. The youngest one's the ugly one.
God dang! What is going on?
Get him.
Have you never heard Northman?
No, I talk to Northman all the time.
Ship it.
Oh, and his beard is like just straight, and his hair is coiffed, and he's just like.
You know what I will admit though? I will admit this though. I will admit this, like in stereotype this, like, I would never think that Northman is Australian at all. Like when you think of Australian, you don't think of Northman in a way, because Northman look like a dude that lives in the middle of Canada in the middle of nowhere, you know. Like he looks with the flat. He always wears the red flannel and stuff with the beard. Every time I was at first for a long time before I started talking to him. No.
But that is also Doc Holliday.
Yeah.
Doc Holliday
was also Doc Holliday.
Yeah.
He's got a beautiful beard too.
The last time I saw Northman, like a 3-piece suit playing chess with Doc Holliday in red flannel, and I was like, oh, hello.
Yeah, Northman.
What? I rated him. I was like, what's going on here? Everyone in my chat was like killer animatronics, and they were like, sexy man in a suit playing chess. Hello. Hey, I'm very much taken. No one ever, please don't think I'm flirting, but take it in as a grain of salt. I think you're very good looking.
You're not my ugliest one. I was like, I appreciate you.
Well, no, he says he's like, I'm the, but I'm like, no, you're not. Like, you're better looking than 2 out of the 3. Excuse you. I mean, let's be honest.
Wait, there's 3 Hemsworths? In
Ragnarok, there's 3 Hemsworths.
There's 3?
I believe there are 3. Because Miley Cyrus was engaged to one of them.
Well, that was Liam. That was Liam. That was Liam Hemsworth.
There's Chris, one I think that's Liam, not an actor.
And the guy named Judd. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I mean, let's see. Let's find out.
Find out for me. Maybe I'm wrong. But I don't know. Hey, I love Flam. I get.
Yeah, I like flannel.
Jared when Jared lived here, he would make fun of me, and he was like going cholo up in here, and I'm like, excuse you. Like, I can't wear flannel without, like, I watch Supernatural every day, and you're saying, like, no. I'm more likely I'm about to go, like, chop wood in the backyard than I am about to go, out and do.
I think Northman is right. Liam, Chris, and Northman. Yeah, I think that sounds about right. Yes. Northman Helmsworth. That's
you're
what
wearing
it is.
Flannel right now. Nice. I missed out on the Target flannel this year.
Wow, he's only 37. Golly, Chris Helmsworth.
When he did 2 twirls in Ragnarok with his shirt off, and I'm.
You see how he looks like now, because he's making a biopic of Hulk Hogan. So like
really?
Yeah, so he's going ham on, like, you know, the workout.
Weird. They went with him for.
You have to go Australian for Hulk Hogan, apparently. That's just the rule.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Wait, is he really gonna play Hulk Hogan?
Yeah, in a biopic. I know. I mean, Hulk Hogan's a horrible person.
My the visualization of that is hilarious in my head. I'd have to see pictures. For sure,
I would just love there's gonna be parts where he's just gonna be doing that, you know, that little thing. Then he just comes in and he starts talking to Smack. He's like, "Let me tell you something, brother." That kind of stuff that's going on, you know.
Oh my goodness!
It's like, what you gonna do when the 76
Hulk
inch
Hogan once at the studio came in? I've got a picture with him, dude.
He's a real actor.
You know who else? You know who else you met in the studio?
Jesus.
Me.
You?
Yeah. I came in and performed with Echo in the studio, remember?
Yeah, that's right.
I performed in your studio twice.
We need to play zombies again. You know what? I need to play that. I really want to.
Comes out the 4th.
It's coming. Okay, it's gonna be on Netflix. Stop it.
What?
A Netflix biopic?
That he's gonna.
Yeah, I mean, dude, like
I did.
That, you know what? Netflix movies and like Hulu exclusive movies mean absolutely nothing now. It really is, because production wise, they're putting the same amount of money than what a regular full featured film is now going to be. And when you think about it, they've already won. Some people like
a lot of plan.
Yeah. I mean, it's already won a lot. Some of them already won a lot of like, you know, Academy Awards and stuff. So that means nothing now. Oh, speaking of which,
I'll be on it.
The new HBO Denzel Washington movie came out today on HBO.
There's another HBO Max movie that I really, but it's with what's her face, and I can't. I feel like I need to see
Fern Gully, the Last Rainforest 2?
Don't make me watch that ever again. I hated it.
Fern Gully? Fern Gully was great.
Yeah, the black stuff freaked me out. Like it traumatized me.
The best part was the tractor.
The goo. I do remember this. The goo creeped me out. I didn't like it.
Luke, thank you, Nightmare. I totally forgot. Like I kind of went off track there for a minute.
Thank you. I knew there was a third one. What, Fern Gully?
Yeah. It's been years. I watched it as a kid.
Yeah, I mean the movie came out back in '91.
Did you guys watch Winx?
No.
Okay, as a
we're
kid,
guys, dude. I mean, it's Winx.
I don't even know what that is.
Adam's watching it with us. Winx. So when I was a kid,
it's a TV
it was
show.
an Italian cartoon that was in Italy, but on their Nickelodeon, it was popular, so they brought it to the States. But I remember watching it in Italian. But they were fairies, and Bloom in my life, I was like, oh, I'm Bloom.
See, that's what Norman says.
But now,
the girl show, yeah, it's exactly. It's like I like the fact you're surprised that we didn't watch Winx. Adam is not even a part.
Heard of it.
Adam is not even a part of the conversation because she's with Lex on this. It's like I guarantee you, Adam wouldn't be like, "Hey, did you go see Winx in your own volition when you were a kid?" Hell no, you didn't. I'm just saying.
I just freaking did. And a fucking bull came off my chair. There are girls, but there are men in it too.
It's a girls' cartoon show. That's all I'm saying.
This shit's about, dude.
It was, but now it's live action.
No,
is what I'm trying to tell you.
No live action.
Hell yeah! Watch the trailer, and you're gonna go.
Winx Club.
Yeah.
No, dude. Winx Netflix. It's a saga. It was that.
Smitty's reaction.
Wait.
It was.
Hold on. Here's the trailer.
Watch it. You
Wait, oh fuck. Here it is. This is the trailer here.
Smitty's
welcome to the after show. I'm so mad.
Smitty's reaction of that was just amazing. He's like, "Are you kidding me?"
I do enjoy My Little Pony. I watch it with my daughter, and that is a tolerable show. I'm just gonna say that right now.
It is.
Yes, it is.
It is. I can't on board with My Little Pony.
Mickey Mouse Clubhouse is not allowed at my house, by the way. Ugh,
we used to watch it all the time.
Dude, I can't. Don't you sing that song. Stop it.
Dude, I can't remember what the
just
words
watch.
I ain't a jabroni. So funny.
This isn't the first trailer I saw. There's way more intense.
I mean, this kind of looks like something I could watch with my daughter, maybe.
It was made. It's being produced by the same person who made Vampire Diaries.
Magic. What's it called? It's called Fate Winx Saga. Is that what it's called?
I don't.
Sailor Moon. I've seen a little bit of Sailor Moon.
Netflix.
I ain't a jabroni. Somebody did call somebody a jabroni, huh?
There's nothing wrong with that.
I wasn't sure.
Winx.
I only like that weird nerd theater kid that wore a mask.
The Winx Saga.
This does not look interesting.
So
to
this
me.
is not it?
No.
This is it. Yeah. But this
is totally something my daughter would enjoy. I'll watch this with my daughter for sure.
She'll love it. There's not too much sexual content so far,
there's sexual content?
Oh, it's gonna happen. No,
that's about it. But later on, yeah, for sure. Because they're teenagers.
Smitty, they're gonna smash, right? It's all good.
Never mind. Maybe she won't be watching this then. We'll wait till she's older.
How old is she?
5.
She's 6.
Oh, yeah, that's right. She has a birthday.
Well, Carly's watching it. She's 8. She liked it. But it's pretty intense. Yeah, it's really cool. The storyline's great.
Have you watched what's it called?
Dig this for sure.
And don't make fun of me and my Italian cartoons.
No, I'm not making fun of you on it. I'm making fun of you on the fact that you thought
this is a really long one.
that you assume that we would know what that is. It's a, I mean, I knew what it was, but I never watched it because it's a girls' cartoon show. That's all I'm saying.
No, I thought like maybe you had seen the trailer because Adam saw it and he goes, "Have you heard about Winx?" And I'm like, "Are you talking about Winx Club? Like cartoon from when I was a kid?" And he's like, "No, that they're like real people and they're fairies." And I'm like, "Oh my God, live action." And then Sarah and Shane and I were all discussing about it, like how cool the trailer was. That was like a very long trailer. The original trailer was like catching on fire and like gush, knives and swords and
yeah, I've never heard of this in my life.
Yeah, it doesn't really say that it's from that it's a spin from, or it coincides with that.
It's based off Winx Club. Yeah, that's the original Winx Club. So that's Bloom. That's hold on.
So this is coming with a base, with an audience of people that watch this as kids.
Well, and the characters are the same ones from when they were kids. So the purple hair in the show, she wears the headphones a lot because she feels every emotions, and so she puts her headphones on so she doesn't hear it. The fairy who is that's Bloom. She's gorgeous. The blonde is her. She's the princess, and she can manipulate light, and so that works in a lot of ways. She can disappear. She can make things disappear. She can make people see what they don't see. Yeah, see, there they go. Aisha is
yeah, I gotta agree with Northman on this. It did take up Precious Pokemon, Dragon Ball, Crush Gear Turbo, Beyblades, and Zoid's time. Although I don't know what Crush Gear Turbo is. What is that, Northman? I've never heard of that one. I mean, but I see what you're saying.
Simba, why are you ruining shit for people?
Bloom is the only fairy with wings. No, she's not. No, they're not ruined. They're not ruined. It's like, oh no, spoiler. I guess I'll still won't watch it.
Simba just.
They battled little RC cars. Was awesome. What is this like? Was this like? What's it called? Beyblade. Wow.
Yeah, that Sky. The guy who they picked to play Sky is pretty hot. Yeah. I think this is going to be really good. I'm excited. God, Demon was so fucking hot.
Is this a movie or is it a series?
It's a series.
Oh, okay.
I see.
Yeah, but the girls that they picked.
Zoids was my jam. I would love to see a live action Zoids if it's possible.
I didn't mind Pokemon. Here's the thing. I didn't have cable growing up, so sometimes I caught Yu-Gi-Oh! Super early, but I usually only catch like the end of it.
Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Wasn't on cable.
I know. Pokemon, I wasn't home in time for, so sometimes I would catch the very end of that, and then I would Pinky in the Brain if I got home before 3:15. And then I would get to see a little bit of Animaniacs, and then that's when like the news started or like the daytime shows or whatever.
I don't know if Smitty would remember this like specifically, but like so this is what like when
it's back North.
When Batman the Animated Series first came out.
That's the Harley voice I do.
They did like they didn't put it in the time slot what you would think, like, you know, after school cartoon. They did it in the like later. They did it like at 5:30. Then after that it was The Simpsons.
Was perfect.
Yeah. So
Which was perfect because for those, especially those that were in sports, you'd have practice right after school, so you wouldn't get to catch the earlier stuff. So you had some of those later ones that you were able to catch. It was prime time cartoon.
During that time was because it was late. I was like, this is great, and Batman was such a great series.
Yes,
it was like not even like and you know they may be bringing it back.
I heard something about that
style of it. So yeah, I was just like, oh god, so like that's the kind of time what I usually watch was Batman, Animaniacs, Tiny Toon Adventures.
I love Tiny Toon Adventures.
Yeah. That's what.
Good.
No, but
Do
the
you
heart.
guys remember a show called Bots Masters?
Yeah. Oh my God, that was a horrible show. That was a horrible show.
3D glasses
Yes.
and shit.
That was the
Wait, what
dumbest.
was it called?
Oh
Bots
my
what?
God.
Masters.
Dude.
I loved Bots Masters.
Dude, that show had the worst intro I have
Come
ever
on.
seen.
No, the Bots Master.
Yeah, it's like.
Hold on, I'm gonna watch the intro
It's like,
right now.
No, Smitty, put that.
Hold on, I got you. I'm pulling
Make
that
a
shit
wig
up,
on
dude,
that,
right now.
and then put that
Hold
on the
on.
show. This was a terrible show. First off, it didn't even last a season. That's how you know that show is so much garbage. So it's like.
Hold on.
What the hell is all going on? Yeah, you need to show this to the people that are watching this. How much? Oh, this was a terrible '80s show.
Oh, you guys can't hear it.